Hi everyone, welcome back. It is November 23rd. Not entirely sure what day this is supposed to be. My fortune reading said that you're okay, but I'm still worried about you, so please let me know. Everything's okay. I'm relieved to hear that. You appear to have avoided your destiny of death. However, I can't see anything past that. Please be extra careful. If you are unsure about anything, I'll be waiting at the usual spot. So, I've actually read up on several fan theories that believe that I'm gonna pause. That her theory on death will be upon you means that Shido has death as his arcana, which wouldn't be too far from the case. Should really have my tarot stuff like pulled up on the side like every single time. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I mentioned like several episodes ago that the minor arcana had cups, swords, wands, and I said coins, but I think the reason why I said coins was because that's what you get if you get it in Persona 3. It's actually referred to as pentacles, which are coins with a pentagram drawn on it. So it's too much of a far stretch, but hey. Okay. So, death as an arcana isn't actually about, a death of someone. It's about the death of an idea. It is about endings, but it's also about change, transformation, and transition from one to another. Being it reversed is the resistance to change. That's why I honestly believe that Shido is one of the few if he actually is the Death Arcana, it makes a lot of sense, especially with the idea of transitioning himself and trying to bring about change in society. But it is actually kind of interesting because a lot of people think that death is meaning of like actual physical death, when in reality it's a lot more subtle. But I think I should note there is one arcana that we have not done. We have seen every arcana from the Fool to Judgment, and there's still one left, and that is the World. The World arcana is usually saved for the very, very end of a Persona game because it's supposed to symbolize completion and accomplishment, but it also means travel. And the reversed is, quote, seeking personal closure or shortcuts. And I feel like when we actually get to when the World shows up, that it's gonna be interesting.
Last one. Diamond mine. No good.
How many do we miss? Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up. Right?
That's not something to be excited about. We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
Phantom thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around. They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords? Well, there was the time with Futaba. We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures. Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido? That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
That voice.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Huh.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
What are the odds?
Yeah!
Oh, I got a
he
chip
did.
stuck in my mouth. Ow. Sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Hmm.
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station.
Yeah.
This way! Hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
I should write something.
Nah, it's okay. Ow. Is it actually inside the station or is it near the station? Ow. Looking near.
That you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brat.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
That voice.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue!
This man. It's no mistake. He's the same one from before. I'm not sure how I never noticed it.
What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person?
The one who accused me.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Yeah, there's far too many coincidences stacking up on this one guy.
Let's get going, okay? Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
I have no idea, dude. I want to know that myself.
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person. He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Well, clearly.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
The guy behind everything turned out to be your archenemy. What an oddly poetic twist. It's very twisty.
Hey.
Have yet another reason to fight tomorrow. We have yet another reason to fight now. Let's really get my blood pumping.
I should write
Well,
something.
that revelation. We're gonna end it off here. See you guys tomorrow.
Well then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those clothes. Stand out if everyone else is wearing their school uniforms. Might be a good idea to wear your uniform when you head out. Should wear my school uniform when I head out tomorrow. Okay.